Day 5 of the Tory Lanez felony assault trial concludes. Here's a recap. I was inside the Criminal Justice Center today and we heard testimony from Kelsey Harris, her audio interview with the prosecution from September. I said earlier that this was a big win for the prosecution because the jury got to hear her version of the events, and this time she was very clear, she was very concise, she was very confident, and one thing that she did point blank was say Tory shot Megan. She also said that he threatened to shoot her. The defense at that point was able to cross-examine the detective who was in the room during the interview. They didn't ask her too many questions. Here's where the defense had some success. There were several witnesses called by both the prosecution and the defense. They called a firearms examiner. He was somebody that was able just to speak to how a gun is shot, what the casings look like, and the positioning of the casings that were found at the scene. They also had a criminalist. This is another criminalist, and this is what he said. He analyzed Tory's DNA, and he said that there was no DNA from Tory Lanez on the magazine, and that he said that the results for his DNA on the gun were inconclusive. That was big. The defense was also able to call their own witness, another DNA expert, Mark Scott Taylor. He was able to also speak to the LAPD's DNA findings. He corroborated their findings that Tory's DNA was not found on the gun. He said, I would expect if a person's hands aren't gloved, DNA should be on that gun. So the defense used this as a time once again to make the jurors believe that perhaps Kelsey could have been the shooter. The trial is on recess till Monday. The defense still has an opportunity to call some more witnesses. One person that we have not heard from is the fourth person in the car, Jaquan, and there's a possibility that he may be called to testify. We've also heard during the opening statements from defense that others like Corey Gamble could be called to testify, and obviously the stylist, EJ, who's been named several times, could also be called to testify. So we will be back here Monday with more from the Tory Lanez felony assault trial. For HipHollywood.com, I'm Jasmine Simpkins.